Hi there, it's Claire Hotman-James here. I just want to do this quick video today for my Monday motivation based on how to tame your inner chimp. So quite basically, there are 3 points to our brain, and they are the part that is the computer side of things, so all our sort of things that are programmed into our mind from birth. Also, the emotional response side of things, which is our chimp, our inner chimp. And then we've got the human part of the brain, which is the logical thinking part of the brain. Now, we don't always think with our logical brain. And a lot of the time, our emotional brain, the chimp, takes over. And he can be a little bit of a naughty chimp at times. So he can basically make us react to certain situations rather than respond to them. So it's quite important to learn how to tame our chimp. Now, I read a book on this a few years ago, and I'm actually listening to the audio again now. It's the Chimp Paradox by Dr. Stephen Peters. A really good mind management book, and it really opened my eyes quite a few years back now. I decided to revisit it because it's something that I do feel is quite important, because a lot of the time when things happen in life, when we go through quite challenging times, then we don't always think logically with our response, and we find ourselves acting out of emotion. And sometimes that emotion can be this chimp is here to protect ourselves. He's looking after you. It's the fight or flight instinct. It's the survival instinct in us, and that can sometimes take over, can be really, really strong, and it can sometimes mask our more logical thinking, our human brain, the one that's looking for facts, the one that's looking for the truth, the one that wants to think logically before responding. If you're put in a difficult, challenging situation, then that chimp is working a lot faster than the human mind, and that is the one that's going to react rather than taking time to respond to situations. So how do I recommend that you tame your inner chimp? There's a couple of ways you can do this. You can't bully that chimp into making the right response, but you can nurture him, and you can look after him. You can be aware of him, and you can be kind to him. So your inner chimp, if you can visually imagine that little chimp in a cage in your mind, then you've got to be kind to him. You've got to look after him, and you've got to sort of love him and water him and make sure he gets loads of sleep, make sure he eats well, make sure that he exercises, or he maybe listens to music, anything that's going to keep him in a good mood, basically. Your chimp is going to get the right old hump if you're starving him, if you're not getting enough sleep, and if you're putting yourself in difficult, negative situations continually and surrounding yourself with negative people. That chimp is going to get the hump. And when something challenging comes along, when there's something in your life that is likely to increase your anxiety levels, if you're not looking after and nurturing your chimp, your inner chimp, then you're going to find yourself reacting, and sometimes that reaction is going to be out of anger, frustration, it's going to be out of paranoia, and it's going to be based on pure raw emotion rather than the human mind taking time to seek out the facts and to base the response on a more logical nature. So another way that I find that helps slow down my little chimp and my mind is by taking time out to do meditation and things like that to help slow that process down. Also, the third part of the brain is the inner blueprint, the computer part of it, the stuff that acts automatically, so the stuff where you do things and you don't even have to give it any thought at all. Now, if you're feeding your mind constantly with good material, i.e. you might be listening to audios, you might be surrounding yourself with positive people, you might be doing things that are going to help increase your intelligence level or seek out things that you find passionate about, things like that. So if you're feeding your mind with good stuff daily, then your automatic response system is going to be a little bit more positive rather than coming from fear or paranoia or anxiety or stress. if you are feeding your mind with negative stuff daily, you're mixing in with all the gossip mongers, you're spending time with people that drag you down rather than lift you up, you're watching the news continually, you're getting yourself involved in politics and things that you can have absolutely no control over, then you will find your automatic response system is not going to be working in your favour. So that's my advice to you today. I'm going to do a blog on this on declarehartman.com, is in order to learn to manage your chimp and be aware of your emotional responses, you've got to look after him and look after yourself and put your own oxygen mask on first. So I hope you enjoyed my Monday motivational video. I hope it made some sense to you. I'm going to post it on Facebook, I'm going to upload it on my blog, and then I'm going to give you some more material to refer to as well. So it's clairehartman.com. I shall catch you on my next video. You go forth and manage and learn to love that chimp, and it can work in your favour.